Hey everyone, it's Clint Salter, your host for the Dance Teachers Unite, the Summit for Dance Studio Owners. And today is all about digital marketing. So many of you want to know more about how you can attract, how you can enroll more students through the web. And so we're bringing you the experts that know how you can do that. Today, I'm really happy to be speaking to Ryan Masters. Hey Ryan, how are you?
Hey, thanks for having me. Good, how are you?
Awesome. Great for you to be here. Now, Ryan, just for our audience members that might not know about you and what you do, can you tell us how you help business owners, and also what's your big mission in the world?
So with my marketing agency, we help business owners get traffic and from online and turn that traffic into customers. That's kind of the nutshell. And then, that's part of my mission is delivering performance that inspires. I'm a big performer, and I'm sure as with dance, we can all relate to performance does inspire, and it doesn't mean just dance, but for me, it's in all aspects, in all areas of life is where I try to do that.
Yeah, awesome. Sounds good. So let's jump into, I want to start with Adwords because it's a platform that tends to confuse a lot of studio owners because they say, we want to be ranking in Google, and they kind of get confused about SEO and then, well, what am I paying for? But what is it, can you kind of demystify what Google AdWords is and how is it different from like organic SEO, like ranking at the top of Google?
Right. Yeah. Because a lot of times people will say, I want to be ranked in Google. And it's like, well, that could mean two different things. It could mean organic ranking, which is what you're talking about. And then there's AdWords, which is paid. It's pay to play is what it's called. So you pay to have your advertisement show up when somebody types something, and you only pay if they click on it. So it shows up for free, but if they click on it, then you pay. So AdWords, you can jump right to the top of the line. With organic, that's a whole nother algorithm. It's all based, from Google's ranking, and it can take a long time to get up top there. So It's a fast way to get traffic.
Yeah, and so what are the benefits? Like if I was, having a studio and I want to attract more students to the studio, get those mums on board, bringing their little kids to dance classes. How can AdWords assist me with that? What's the process around it?
Yeah, so AdWords is it just allows you to get in front of those moms right when they're searching for what they want. So you have to kind of put yourself as a dance studio owner, put yourself in their shoes and think, what are they looking for? What are they typing into Google that I offer? If they just type in, dance lessons, well, that could be relevant for a studio. But if they typed in kids dance lessons, that's a lot more specific. And so you could tell Google, hey, anytime someone types in kids dance lessons, show my ad here so that they see that and they are more likely to click on it.
Yeah. And can we target them like based on their location or just by the keywords? So how kind of targeted can we get with an AdWords campaign?
You can get really, really targeted. I mean, it gets to the point where it's like ridiculous. You can target on a cell phone at 1 p.m. in the afternoon in a specific location. I mean, you can get very, very, there's multiple layers, but at the top layer, yes, it's usually just the keyword plus, for dance studio owners, you don't want to target someone on the other side of the continent. You want someone within a certain number of kilometers to your studio. So you can set that up and target by that in Google AdWords.
Okay, cool. And is it, how much, studio owners are always wondering, well, how much should I pay? And how does Google work out how much it's charging me if someone clicks on my ad? So can you tell us a little bit about how that works?
Yeah, so it's an auction model. So basically Google, there's like 10 to 11 open spots. And when someone types in a keyword, Google will look at all the advertisers who are bidding on that keyword. And then based on how much you bid and also how good your ad is as far as how many people click on it, that will determine your price. And so the better quality your ad is, the cheaper it actually will be for you. But in general, usually with Google, like the more specific you get, the lower the volume as far as maybe searches, but usually the cheaper it will be. So again, going back to the kids dance classes versus dance classes, Dance classes are going to have a lot more searches, but they're also it's going to be more expensive because it's a little bit more of a broader term, right? It could be salsa dance classes, it could be West Coast, it could be whatever. But kids dance classes is a little more narrow. And if it's like kids elite team classes or kids ballet classes, now it's even more specific.
Yeah. And so do you suggest that people go after a mix of both? Or, I mean, I think a lot of the time it's testing to see what works, but what's your advice around, you know, if I had a dance studio in Utah, for example, in a city in Utah, I mean, you know, what are some words that I could be, you know, bidding for if I've got ballet classes for preschoolers? I mean, would we go like that specific? What's your advice around that?
Yeah, I mean, with dance owners, usually I know budgets can be a little more, you know, tighter. So I would probably start narrower and go broader. So I would start at the 3, you know, make sure you're targeting 3+ keywords, you know, 3 to 4. So it'd be kids dance classes, kids ballet dance classes, preschool kids ballet dance class. Now that's too long. So I would do 3 to 4.
Okay.
And start there. And if you don't get enough traffic or clicks from that, well, then you can ease your way up to more broader terms. But that should help from blowing out any budget early on.